Adam, thanks for your time as always. Some cracking racing on Saturday, starting off with a somewhat enigmatic Tappensee and the very talented Lyle Hewitson.
Andrew, yeah. Tappensee, after he came back from his break, we had decided during his rest that we would always bring him back and eventually put him over a little bit more ground because his pedigree suggests that he would enjoy the trip. But when we brought him back first, he raced quite keenly, and we've kept him over the 14 and the mile, and he seems to have settled down in the earlier parts of the race, which now, putting him over the 2,000, we think he'll probably enjoy it, and I'm hoping that he's effective and he can run much better race than what he did last time out.
I think you finished 10 lengths behind last time out. What did you make of the actual run?
The pace of the race didn't really suit him because it sort of was a canter-canter sprint, and he's a bit of a one-paced horse. He's 2 runs prior to that, disregarding the work rider race, there was nothing wrong with him. He was running on at the end, and I think maybe the paces of the race made it look that way. So hopefully it's a genuine 2,000 meter race, and then we'll also get a genuine idea of whether he does stay or not. We can work forward from there. But I'm really hoping to see an improvement and see him close to the frame.
The last time we spoke to you, you said to me that you thought Amsterdam might just need it. Was that the case?
Yes, I did say that, and I think that he may have just needed the run. He'll strip a lot fitter this time out. His bloods have been good. The horse is looking exceptional, and we're really happy with his work. He's got a nice draw, smallish field to contend with, and I think he'll be effective.
Lovely. Then a horse that falls into the category of the patience of Job. You guys really have given this fella every opportunity to recover from the rigours of the Triple Crown, and hopefully what we've seen on the track so far, we're going to see on the racetrack with Abashiri.
Andrew, when after Abashiri's last 3 starts, I think there was no benefit to him as a horse from any of them, and my dad and I sat down and we made a plan, and we said that we would be really patient and we would give him time, and we would stick to our approach and let him bring himself on. I must say that we really expected him to bring himself on a lot quicker than what he has. But my dad has always said to me that there's nothing like a race to bring a horse on. He's quite far behind the 8 ball where we would actually like him to be. But we stuck by that. We wouldn't rush him and put him under unnecessary pressure. We would let him talk to us and tell us when he was ready. We hummed and hawed whether we were going to run him because we think his fitness isn't really where it should be. But we're expecting the race to bring him on, and it'll be really nice if he's running on, and if he can finish 4 to 5 lengths off them, we'd be really happy with that. But I think punters must exercise betting on him with caution. This is a come-on run, and we don't think his fitness is anywhere near where we really would like it to be.
A filly that's really at the top of her game, won well last time out, and the form is superb. There are a couple of winners and lots of places behind her. Gavin Lorena climbs aboard her in the 10th of the afternoon.
Yeah, Andrew, really nice to train a filly like this. Great pedigree as well. Whenever you've got dynasties, Silvanos, give me the green lights, and these top stallions in your stable, you've got to really train them with the best of your ability and try and get the best out of the horse, especially when it's a filly for breeding purposes. You've got to look after your owner there. And fortunately for us, we've been given the opportunity to train this nice dynasty filly. She won a 1200 last time out, which is probably way short of her best. We've given her a lot of time since then to come on and mature. She may just be in need of the run. She is jumping from a bad draw, but who better than Gavin Lorena to overcome a bad draw?
Nice busy day for you on Saturday, starting off in the first leg of the place accumulator with Truth of Beauty, Tim.
Yeah, a bit disappointing last time. I think we want to go a bit further with her, but we just thought let's give her one more chance over 1,000. She looks fresh at home. She has been working well, but her form has been disappointing. So we're just hoping for the best.
Well, Port Elizabeth certainly seems to have done the trick in terms of a holiday, because Kalua Castle has come back better than ever.
I thought you were going to say let's send Truth of Beauty to Port Elizabeth. Kalua, Kalua's done great. He just loves this place. Even when we had him in his prime, whenever we travelled him, he just couldn't do anything. So he loves Joburg. This is his home ground, and it's the right race for him. So yeah, I think he should go well.
You're taking on some heavy hitters, but he's fit, and we know that he can mix it with horses like Louis the King.
Well, in his day he could. Hey, he was second in the Summer Cupper. It's an inside track, so not the same track and trip, but you know, he loves this place.
Lovely. Then on to race number 6, where we've got Polar Ice.
Yeah, super horse. We gelded him straight after his last win, and he's come on in leaps and bounds. Unfortunately, bad draw, and we're going to need luck from there, but he'll be a really good horse to watch.
Fantastic. And then Raven's Girl in race 7.
Yeah, also a lovely filly. I've really got big hopes for her. I don't want to put too much weight on her back now, but she's a super filly. We got a decent draw. Gavin's such a good rider. Yeah, we're really hoping for a good run here.
Marvellous. And then you've got the pair of Banner Hill and Master Switch representing you in race 8.
Yeah, Switch, I feel he could be a bit underdone, but then again, last year we thought the same thing and he came out and won. And Banner, he's seen the grass a lot. He's worked a lot. I just find that some of these Cape Town horses need that first run. I mean, horses that have gone, you know, from Cape Town to Durban now to here, they just needed their first run. I'm hoping not, but he's also, I think he's going to have a really good future over the next couple months over here. The target is the Summer Cup with Banner.
Marvellous. And then the last race of the day, you've got 2 in Distant Call and Tipping Point.
Yeah, Tipping Point disappointing last time out. She got sent here because she's a bleeder and they're less likely to bleed up in the high felt. But I don't feel like we've shone with her quite yet. But you know, she's a beautiful looking filly and she has been working well, so I'm expecting a big improvement. And distance, that draw it's going to be very difficult. Don't know what we're going to do. She's got a hell of a lot of gate speed, so maybe we'll try get up there. But you know, you can just get trapped 3 wide so easily from there. But you know, she's in good nick.
Sean, some really nice looking individuals running on Saturday. Obviously haven't run for quite some time, starting off with Silver God and Warrior's Rest.
Yes, obviously 2 3-year-olds that are right. They're all being built up and prepared for the features to come. Neither of them are there yet. Warrior's Rest is probably the fit of the 2. Unfortunately, he's got the bum draw. We are trying small blinkers on Silver God, and we're doing it specifically over a distance that we think is short of his best. So 2 lovely horses. I think wouldn't be surprising to see either of them win, but at the same time, it's not what I'm expecting. They should be finishing their races off well and giving us a bit of confidence for the features to come.
I think possibly the same applies to Aurelia Cotter. Not much better form that you can get in any book, but maybe just in need of the run.
Not really that much in need of the run. It would be more concern of the draw and the inside course. She does take a little bit of time to find her top gear, and dropping her out on the inside course certainly won't be ideal, but I mean, she has got ability to flash up late. So once again, you can't discount her chances, but I would be conservative.
All right, the next 2, both high-class individuals. One hasn't been seen out since April in Samurai Blade, and Lee since June. What are you expecting?
Samurai Blade, obviously, these 2 are both having preps for the charity mile in Victory Moon. Samurai Blade had a wind up, and I'm expecting good improvement. He's doing very well at home. I think he's more distance suited than Liege maybe, especially on the inside track. And yeah, he would have a shot. And Liege, I think his inside track mile is going to find him out a little bit. But if he could finish 4 or 5 lengths off them to start the season, I won't be unhappy.
And finally, what are we expecting from Sari?
Sari gave us 1 or 2 nice showings on the inside course. I'm not sure if this filly's asking for a bit further. I did have her in a 1450. She was well drawn as well, and I was tempted to go for that, but I just thought, starting the season off, let's go for the 12, see her finishing well. If she gets it, it would be a bonus, but just a start for the season.
And finally, Sean, it's either feast or famine. It's been very, very dry. All of a sudden, lots and lots of rain. Like a magic wand, everything goes green. Is it in the favour of your horses? You happy?
Yes, of course. Obviously, I think all the race courses benefit hugely from the rain that we've had, and it's most welcome and very appreciative and very blessed. And yes, it's come at a good time. It's actually a little earlier than we used to. So yeah, that especially for our spring season and going into the summer, it's perfect.
Right, a busy day for you on Saturday, starting off in the first leg of the pick six with a horse called Mutawari.
Yeah, he's been very disappointing up until now. He always works well, so we're trying something different. It's going to be his first time going over 2,000 meters, and we're just hoping for a better run.
So presumably he's a fit horse, and the pedigree says that that might be the answer.
Yeah, he's very fit. The pedigree is pretty muddled. You know, it's pretty in between. It's neither sprinter or stayer. So we're just hoping that this can be the difference.
Super. Then on to the first leg of the jackpot, where you've got the pair of Kilrain and Kinan.
Yeah, Kilrain's going about things the right way. Saturday is going to be another test for him. I think he'll enjoy the 2,000. He's in good form, and we're expecting another big run from him. Kinan ran yesterday, so we'll just monitor him during the week, and if we're happy to run him again, then I think we will.
Fantastic. And then on to race 6, where you double-fisted with Hakeem and an interesting horse in Puget Sound.
Yeah, both are coming off a layoff, so they're not close to peak fitness yet. This run will put them both in a good place. Puget Sound's got a very bad jaw, so he'll probably just have to sit at the back and just run on, and it's a prep run for him for the sales race. Hakeem also probably a similar type of run as expected, and he'll be a bit over further. There's a nice couple of races coming up for him, so there's a lot of improvement to come.
Lovely. Then the pair of Only to Win and Silver Thursday represent you in race 7.
Yeah, Silver Thursday had her first run a while ago. She's come on a lot. However, I think she'd probably be better suited to the outside track, but her work has been very good, and I'm expecting a big run from her. Only to Win is very honest. It's quite a competitive field, and it'll just be interesting to see how she compares to the rest of them.
Okay, On a Mission was due to run on Saturday, but obviously that race was abandoned, and Best Kept Secret accompanies her in this race.
Yeah, they're two nice fillies to have in the race. They're drawn 1 and 3, I think, and they're in good form. They've both had their first run after vaccinations, and they've both improved, so I can't really split them, but I'm expecting them both to run very well.
And then to put the lid on the day, in race 10, Awafi.
Yeah, Awafi, she's coming back from her layoff. I think she'll be in need of the run. She'll improve, maybe for back end of quartet or something like that, but I think she'll need it quite badly on Saturday.